Hello and welcome to the Quiet Miles, Voices in Motion, a series celebrating everyday endurance athletes whose stories often go unheard. These are honest, relaxed conversations about moments, movement, life, joy, obstacles, and showing up. So, not perfect journeys, but real ones. This space is about connection, shared journey, and honoring the many ways endurance shows up in all of our lives. I'm Trina Dawkins, so let me introduce you to today's guest, Symone Williams. So Symone is a powerhouse of culture, creativity, and endurance. Symone is an artistic director, a creative visionary, and an executive director of Mass Resistance. I feel like saying Mass Resistance, but you can correct me later on. A driving force in contemporary carnival arts and cultural storytelling. Symone is passionate about preserving, evolving, and amplifying Caribbean traditions in global stages. She's also the co-founder of Westside Runners, a community built around movement, connection, and collective energy. Her commitment to endurance extends far beyond the creative arena. In 2025, she took on her first Hyrox competition. She's also a triathlete who embraces the discipline of swim, bike, and run. When it comes to running, she has done it all, nationally and internationally, from trails to road races. So please welcome Symone. Hi, Symone. How are you doing?
Wow, God, that's an introduction, girl. Oh, wow. Thank you.
Okay. How are
That's
you? Thank you so
beautiful.
much for joining me today.
Oh, thank you for inviting me. I'm really honored to be a part of this really amazing project. I really commend you. Like I said to you in your message, this is fantastic, seriously, and it's needed.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Well done
much.
to you.
So we're going to talk about the creativity and the carnival arts, but I'm just going to start off by asking you, how did endurance become a part of your life? If you
So,
think back far and beyond.
do you know what? It's always been a part of my life. So I used to play football. I was a footballer, primary and high school,
Mhm.
and I ran track. I was a sprinter. I used to run for Brent. Um, Played basketball, played netball. I've always been in sports.
Nice.
Always been in sports. My dad used to play football. My brother used to play semi-pro. So football was a thing in our house. We're
Mhm.
Arsenal fans. Come on. Um,
I won't tell you who else for.
Come on. So sports has always been there. And then as I got older, I kind of moved out of that.
Mhm.
I went into dance. I also used to do ballet and
Nice.
tap when I was
Wow.
really young. Yeah. Um, and then yeah, I kind of moved away from it a little bit and got into the gym. Gym was
Mhm.
like my thing for a good while. And then you get older and boyfriends and girlfriends and traveling and what then became my thing was pan. I used to play in
Sure.
a steel pan orchestra called Metronomes for about 20 years. And so that was my passion. I loved music. And I grew up in a family of musicians. My dad was a drummer. My mum, yeah, she just loved music. So
Mhm.
that passion came out. I did that. And then I don't know what happened. Oh my gosh, there's so many things that happened. So yeah, I kind of got involved in carnival because my dad was a founder member of Notting Hill
Mhm.
Carnival. And then he passed away in 2002. And he left some instructions behind for me to get involved and basically run his legacy, which I
Wow.
did. And so in the background, still going gym, still keeping fit. And then I got really unwell and I had a lot
Mhm.
of personal intimate problems with fertility. And actually, it was the gym that kind of saved me because of that.
Mhm.
Going to the gym really helped me through it because it was a lot of pain. There was a lot of pain. And in 2016, I think I put it on a post recently that it's 10 years to the day I had a stroke on the right side of my body. And I went through a number of surgical procedures, illness. It was a long period of just pain and illness. And by the time I got through it, I needed something to sort of reclaim my body.
Yeah.
I needed something to challenge myself as well because it was quite a
Mhm.
depressing time as well. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go back to running. I'm going to get back and see if I can do something, a
Mhm.
5K, a 10K, whatever. And I remember my first K, it hurt so bad. Oh my gosh. I threw my trainers on, like I threw them. I was I was like, why do people do this? I
Was
just
this outside or in the
yeah, I went in
gym?
the park.
Okay.
I was living in not Camden, sorry, Acton. I
Hmm.
went and I love that park. It's such a beautiful park. And I thought, right, this is where I'm going to start this journey. And this park that I love. I hated it. I hated it. I hated it. I hated it. And I threw the trainers to the back of the closet. And I was like, nope, we're not doing that. We're going to go back to the gym. And that's what I did. I went back to the gym. And then
What year was this? Do you remember?
this pandemic,
Okay. Okay.
2020. Yeah, July 2020. And then in oh my God, when did we meet? April 2021, I met Gerard.
Hmm.
Everyone knows him as G.
Yeah.
And then he turns around and says, oh, do you know I'm the running mayor of RBK? And I was like, oh God, you're funny.
What a
So
line.
yeah, the shoes came back on, and yeah, I've been running ever since. But I give him kudos because he's a brilliant coach and he knows how to coach beginners. Like he's got this knack. He's not, I guess because of his football background as well,
Yeah.
but he made it seamless and he made it effortless. He made me feel like
Mhm.
I didn't have to overthink it.
Yeah.
Like he made me tune into my body and listen to my breathing and little things like the first run we went on, he was talking to me and I was like, when's this man gonna shut up? Like I can't
I'm trying to breathe.
I'm trying to breathe. I can't run him. But what he was teaching me is conversational
Yeah.
pace.
Hmm.
Conversational pace is when you can talk.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you're actually a smart man, you know? And yeah, that is how I got back into it. And that's what, 5 years now? Yeah.
Yes, yeah, coming up to 5 years.
Mhm.
Gosh, what a time. Oh my
What
gosh,
a
that's
time.
amazing. And thank you so much for sharing your journey and your health stories and stuff like that as well. I
Thank you.
really appreciate it. How thinking back now 6 years, gosh, I can't believe it's 6 years ago. I still
Yeah.
feel like the pandemic was like
Uh,
yesterday, but also feels like so long ago.
yeah, true.
Yeah. How do you thinking about where you are now in your journey
Mm.
and thinking back to the start, is this something that you thought to yourself like you will be doing now still?
Absolutely not. It was never part of my plan. Everything that's happening in my life now is not what I plan to do. And life can be funny like that. I had a completely different plan. I was I was moving to another country. I
Oh,
wanted to
wow.
live in the Caribbean. I wanted to start another business. This was never part of my
Was
plan.
this before the pandemic hit?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Before the pandemic,
yeah.
I had a completely different docket, like a
Hmm.
document.
Yeah.
And I've learned in life, you kind of got to go with the flow.
Hmm.
Got to just move with it. And I trust God. I trust God is my power. That's my superpower. And I trust God will always put something in your life or with somebody, or it could be a post, it
Hmm.
could be anything. But I trusted that God did this for a reason. And I know it now. At the time, I
Yeah.
wasn't so sure, but I know what it is now. I know what God, I won't say he or she because I don't believe it's just one thing, but
Mhm.
I believe that energy wants me to share and wants me to help others through what I
Definitely.
do. Yeah.
Brilliant. We're going to come to Westside Runners in a minute. So
Yeah.
thinking back to that 1K, 2K in the park,
Yeah.
and then obviously running with Gerard,
Yeah.
how did we get to your first race and what was it?
My first race was run through Battersea Park with my brother.
No.
And so my brother, I told you my brother played
Yeah.
football and he loved to see me run. Like, I mean, he saw me go through all the stuff I went through.
Mhm.
And he was like, you're glowing, man. I love this. I'm coming with you. And I was like, okay, cool. And so him and his wife came down to Battersea and we did our first 5K with Run Through. Big up to Run Through,
Nice.
man. They proper took care of us. And yeah, I was so happy that I
Mhm.
completed this 5K. And, I struggled through it. I really did struggle through it. It was hard. And but my bro stayed with me and we ran and unfortunately G couldn't be there because he had to work and
Mm.
um but we did it and we did it together and I'm so glad I did that with my brother because
That's a nice,
yeah, it was
something memorable, isn't
a
it? That you
beautiful
remember
memory,
for.
yeah. And we did another one together. We did
Mhm.
10K Vitality together, him,
Yeah.
his wife, and me. And G was there this time. And Kevin was like, Rah, you're different from the 5K, you know.
Ah,
You're a proper pro
been
now.
training.
Because I can see the difference.
Oh, that's
And I
amazing.
was like, oh, that's sweet. That was really nice to experience that and let him see the growth as well. So
Mm, mm,
that was
mm.
my first race. Yeah.
Oh, definitely. And I can't say, obviously, in running, we just progress from 5K to 10K and just keep going. But
Yeah.
what kept you going on those hard days? Because the transition from 5 to 10K is not easy. It's double
Yeah.
the distance, isn't it? But what kept you going and
I
thinking, you
think,
know what, I can keep doing this?
I think the driver behind that was my near death experience and surviving what I survived. So I was told that I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing today. I was told that I would
Wow.
have to slow down and my life was going to change. And I was like, I'm not accepting that as going to be my reality. And
Mm,
so I was proving my cardiologist, my
mm,
gynecologist, everybody wrong that I was like, nah, that's not going to be my reality. I choose my reality.
mm.
And so that was the driver.
Yeah. So would you say there was a lot of support then? Because obviously that's what they kind of telling you in terms of outcome or lifelong expectancy. But
Mm.
would you say there was like a lot of kind of like physical therapy support from the hospital?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I had
That's good.
mental like therapy. I had emotional therapy. I had to have physical therapy,
Mm.
and I ran for the Stroke Association were the
Yeah.
best. Oh, they were the
I love them.
best. They were the best. They were the best. And they sent someone to my house every week for weeks on end.
Wow.
And he and I, this guy called Ian, we talked and we talked and we talked. And he still had deformities from a stroke that he had.
Okay. Yeah.
And so I've ran for that charity a number of times.
Yeah, I've seen your vest. Purple, isn't it?
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's funny how those colors kind of stick in your mind.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got the support and I had my own personal, I paid for my own personal
Sure.
therapy as well because I had to sort of, the NHS give you therapists
Yeah,
and this is nothing against them,
of
but
course.
I needed more.
Hmm.
So I went and got my own sort of therapist and yeah, she was first class. Yeah. So
Brilliant.
mentally I was prepared. So
Mm.
when I went to my I mean I'm fast forwarding a little bit, but when I went to my cardiologist and I was like, so doc, I've been running. And he was like, yeah, that's great, You're like a little bit of a phenomenon around here. And I'm like, well, I want to do a marathon. And he dropped his pen. He was like, oh my God. And he was like, isn't it enough? And I'm like, no. Anyway, so I had to get
Yeah.
clearance to do that. I had
Mhm.
to
Oh
literally
wow,
make
okay.
sure, yeah, 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 to make sure, because I'm on lifelong medication, which
Mm.
I've been told off recently because I stopped it. But yeah, I had to make sure I was healthy to do it.
So
Yeah.
do you have to go back for kind of like regular checks?
Yeah, so annually I get a blood
Yeah.
test that determines what my blood's because there's still like a 2% chance of blood clotting. That's what caused the
Okay.
stroke. It just
Yeah.
formed in my heart, which so I was born with a hole in my heart and never knew it,
Yeah, I was just
But
about to ask because a lot of
yeah,
people, these heart conditions, you don't know it until
no, no,
something
didn't know
happens.
it.
Yeah.
It's some sort of defect from when I was born.
Mm.
And my usually when you're born, this hole exists for everybody.
Mm.
And usually when you take your first breath, it closes.
Oh
And
wow.
mine only closed a little bit, like it was
Mm.
still there. So I'm think back and like, my God, I'm all over football here, flying
Mm.
everywhere, doing living life, innit?
Mm.
But one day, over, I guess, an amount of years of my blood pumping round, and
Mm.
it was collecting this blood, which was forming into a clot. It
Sure.
went to the brain, and that's what caused the
Mm.
stroke. So, and it was strange because obviously when I came through and I finally saw my sort of scans and stuff, you can see your brain on this image in the
Wow.
scan, and you can see this grey area and that is the stroke
Wow.
in a visual sense.
Mm.
And
Mm.
I cried. I was like, my God, that little thing there is what caused all that. Yeah, it was really a tough time. Yeah,
Yeah. It really does make you grateful for everything
everything,
beyond, isn't it? Every
everything.
day.
Thing
Kind of like,
because it could have been a different
yeah.
result.
Mm,
It could have affected me and impacted me a lot different to some
mm,
people. They, some people still aren't walking and
mm,
still
mm.
are not talking and still not writing. And even though I had to learn to
Yeah.
rewrite, my handwriting's never been the same. My speech,
Mm,
even though people don't notice it, there's some words I can't
mm,
pronounce, and there's a chunk of memory that's gone.
mm.
Yeah. Some things and people I don't actually remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
No, it's amazing. Like you were saying, yeah, yeah. The NHS, the treatment, like, yeah, we are grateful, definitely.
Mhm.
But obviously everything is all about money. So if we want
Yeah.
more, then we'll have to kind of
Yeah. I had
think
to,
about
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to. Yeah.
Brilliant. So how was that first marathon? And did you go back to your cardiologist afterwards?
Oh yeah, I took the medal to him as well. Told him I've done it and he was like, bloody hell. But I didn't tell him about Berlin though. I just did it.
Was that afterwards? Another.
That was my second
Yeah.
one. Yeah, I did Berlin last year. I didn't actually go to him until I was doing another one. But yeah.
But you felt good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was, and I don't recommend this. I got it. I got the place last minute. G and I got the place last minute. Shout out to my boy. He knows who he is. And uh, I was like, I've only got about 8 weeks, and
I'm remembering yeah, actually you sharing that.
yeah, 8 weeks, and it actually was 6 weeks. I did 6 weeks of training for a
Mhm.
marathon, and it hurt like hell. Oh, I do not recommend it.
I mean, marathons hurt anyway.
Well, this one hurt more.
Yeah.
It
What
hurt.
was the weather like, actually?
Hot.
Oh,
It was
wow.
like it was 27 and felt like 32.
Oh,
Um,
my
It was
days.
the
That's
hottest
too
run
hot.
I've ever done in my life. And I know I've run in the Caribbean before, but it's not that
It's
kind
a
of heat.
different heat. Yeah.
Different. Yeah. It was my body was swelling. I felt
Oh,
faint. I
wow.
felt like I was gonna pass out at some point. And big up to G. He got
He
me
stayed
through.
with you.
Yeah, he got me through that
Oh,
one. That was
wow.
hard.
Wow.
Yeah.
Don't do that again.
I will never do that again. I mean, it's hard because I didn't train as much, so I was
Yeah,
using
of
so much.
course.
But
Yeah.
had I trained a bit more, I probably would have had a bit more level of endurance and level
Mm.
of everything else. But that was a tough one. That was a tough marathon. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, in that weather as well. I mean,
Yeah.
marathons are hard, but then in the heat. But well done for getting through it. But we don't recommend.
No, don't recommend that.
Yeah,
Do not
do
do
not.
it. Follow the
100%.
plan. I'm the cautionary tale.
Yeah. Um, Westside Runners.
Yeah, West Side.
How did you and G come about in terms of found like, yeah, creating your own community?
West Side.
What brought you to it?
It was his idea. It's all him.
Let's blame G.
It's all him. He's to blame. How did it start? It started with uh we used to belong to other run clubs and we moved around and we were sort of solo runners doing our own thing.
Hmm.
And we realized that he had his walk group, I Run You Walk.
Yes.
But it was mainly walking
Hmm.
anything than running. And he just we had a friend called Owen, still have a friend called Owen, but
Yeah,
Owen was around. And actually, Owen's actually the original co-founder of,
sure.
of Westside Runners.
Hmm.
And the two of them went off because I was like, "Oh, I don't know if I want to get involved with this run club stuff." I was like, that's more work.
Yeah. Work after work.
Oh my gosh, and life is already lifing as it is. But so they talked about it and he came back,
Yeah.
he's like, we're starting a run club. I was like, we are? Like, okay. So the three of us sat down and we discussed what it was going to look like.
Mm.
And yeah, Westside was born. Um, and we had an original plan for what it was
Yeah.
supposed to be, but the two people that were initially going to be involved couldn't be involved anymore. Just
Okay.
life was, throwing them
Hmm.
some curveballs. So Tyler, shout out to Tyler and shout out to Owen. They had to step back. And so
Sure.
um G and I took this beast on.
Did you have a choice?
We had no choice.
You had no choice.
We had no choice. So we took this thing on, and
Yeah.
it's again, like I like to let things evolve, and I say
Hmm.
you just have to let things evolve.
Yeah.
We have Owen left us with this beautiful structure
Mm.
and some really great nuggets of wisdom. So we held on to that and we said, right, we're going to keep that as our foundation
Mhm.
and use that in the way that we proceed with the run club. And that was mainly just making sure there was structure, there
Yeah.
was you know, intention behind what we were doing, not just come, run, go, but
Hmm.
building people and
Yeah.
building their skill set. Um, and I'm proud of that. I'm really proud of that because we've got some exceptional runners in our club. We really do.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
we really
So
do.
what makes it this? I mean, like you and I both know there are so many running clubs or running crews or running groups. I don't know what you want to call them. What makes Westside Runners different?
Different.
What is it that was missing for you when you were running in other groups that you made sure exists within Westside?
I'll tell you a story. I think
Mm,
this is what prompted G to want to do this. I'll tell
sure.
you a story. I won't say who they were. I don't want
Mhm.
to out them out. But we went to a space to run. If I say where, then you'll know who it is. We went to a space to run, right? The two of us. We were invited by this amazing woman at a park run.
Mhm.
She said, "Come down, come down, come down. You must come run with us." We was like, "Cool."
Yeah.
And when we got there, it was this very, very uncomfortable, unwelcoming space. And they looked at us up and down from toenail to hair follicles. Seriously, it was like a body scan. And I felt so out of place. I felt
Wow.
like I didn't belong there. We had the worst experience that we could experience in a running space. And I think that's what prompted G to say, you know
Mm,
what, I want to make a space that anybody can come, no matter
mm,
what size you are, no matter what height you are, no matter what
yeah.
shoes you're wearing, no matter what pace you're going at, no matter the color of your skin,
Yeah.
nothing. Like there's no barriers to running. And that's what Westside is about.
Mm.
Yeah, you can come as you are.
No, I love that. I love that. No, thanks for sharing because there are so many groups and it's hard to kind of differentiate until you turn up
Mm,
and experience it for
yeah,
yourself. Um, because groups can make claims on their Instagram bio or in their adverts. We're
yeah,
inclusive, everybody's welcome.
yeah,
Like these, I just call them jargons because like when you get there, what you've read is actually not what you get when you get there. So
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
just think it's important for people to experience different spaces and
yeah.
not just go to one and feel like they have to settle. Go
Absolutely,
where you feel like you actually belong.
absolutely.
So yeah. Tell me a little bit more about Westside, like what the offer is, what days
So,
you run.
West Side. Westside truly is a diverse running club. So we have Muslim people, we have black people, white
Mm.
people, Chinese, we have old. Our oldest runner is 74 this year. Our
Oh
youngest
wow.
runner is, don't quote me, 26, 27.
Mm.
No. Oh my gosh. Our youngest runner is 21. Tell a lie. Our youngest runner is 17. Yeah. Our youngest runner is 17.
Mm.
Big up to Kenji. He's our youngest runner. Um, and what the structure is. So at first we started with Thursdays, just Thursdays.
Yeah.
And what we noticed that everyone was getting into longer distances. So we then
Mm.
added Sunday as a long run. So we do Thursdays and Thursdays were used for like technical stuff.
Sure.
So like form and technique and strides and learning, giving people sort of those techniques to
Hmm.
build their running. And then Sunday we'll take all what we learned on Thursday and use it. And G used to say, pick one thing that you want to focus on
Mm.
and use that on your long run. So
Nice.
it'll be like if it's your arm placement or the way you lift your chest while you're
Mm.
running and or your form or leaning, everyone had something. So, excuse me, he would say, think of that one thing and use it on
Yeah.
your run. And then we partnered with Queen's Park Harriers and we met Giles and we had this amazing chat with Giles, and he was like, "Yeah, I think you guys should come and join us." So we collaborate with them. So we
Nice.
do two track sessions a month with them, and then
Hmm.
we use a Thursday for drills, and then a Thursday for running in central London or
Nice.
running anywhere. Like just choose the destination and change it around because the even though we see all these stuff on Instagram, running can be boring as hell. And then you're running in the same place and you're running and see this, it can just get boring.
Yeah.
So we're trying to like make it a bit more interesting
Hmm.
by
Are you
going.
coming to East by any chance? Because you know I
Yeah,
would love to come and run with you guys. I
I
showed up
know.
once.
We are talking about that. We've been talking about that a lot. We need to move around. We've got another, Neffly. She's been like,
Yeah.
"Oh, isn't nice? I need you guys to come down." I was like, "All right, well, we're at Central. We're
Yeah.
getting closer.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're getting closer." So yeah. And then we've just recently been affiliated, which is
Nice. Yes.
yeah.
Love that.
So we're changing our structure and our membership a
Hmm.
little bit just to reflect that. And also just to support the work that we're doing.
So what does that mean for the runners or the people that
Uh,
run with Westside Runners, you being an affiliated club?
so we're encouraging everyone to register
Hmm.
under Westside
Sure.
as an affiliated member,
Hmm.
and they can opt in or out to our affiliation membership. And it's an annual membership. It's very low cost,
Hmm.
and with one paid membership, you'll get certain benefits. With
Yeah.
others, you'll get minimal, but you're still a
Hmm.
member.
Yeah.
And we only really need that just to help support the work we're doing. Yeah.
Hmm.
It's not profit. It's just about resources.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
resources.
no, definitely. So
Yeah.
what impact would you want Westside Runners to have in this running space? Because it's growing.
Mm.
I mean, like when we think back to lockdown, I think a lot of people weren't out there running now, and it's probably God knows how many people are out there running now. But what impact do you hope Westside Runners is having? Do you get feedback from your runners,
Yeah.
whether they're kind of like anonymous or kind of like directly from them?
Yeah, we did. Excuse me. So we do feedback,
Hmm.
and we're trying to do that more often.
Sure.
We created a questionnaire and we sent it to the runners before the end of the year.
Mm.
And we got some really, really useful feedback
That's good.
and most of it was about what happens when you've hit your milestones. Like if you've done a
Mm.
marathon and an ultra, where do we go?
Mm.
Good question. So we've been thinking about how we can graduate,
Mm.
so to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, we've had some feedback about um, sensitivities and cultural sensitivities
Mm.
and how to manage that. We've had feedback about just how, so on a Sunday, um, if you don't know what distance you're running, you don't know
Mm.
how to prep for it.
Of
And what you
course. Yeah.
didn't do is put the distance. So, if
Mm.
you're going half a marathon, you kind of need to eat a certain way before.
Yeah.
So we've got some feedback about that.
Mm. That's good.
Good point.
Mm.
We'll change that up and then we're trying to see if we can put the routes and the distances in advance.
Yeah.
But it's a system thing, really. So we're
Yeah.
kind of like, oh, how do we do that? So we're
Mm.
working through that. Um, I think that was it really. It was just a couple other things about holidays and birthdays and
Mm.
celebrations and things like that. But
Nice.
overall, the feedback was positive. I
It's
think,
really important, isn't it?
yeah, 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 really important. The main thing we got was that everyone felt like they had a place there.
Brilliant. I love
That's
that.
what we wanted to hear. So yeah,
Brilliant.
yeah.
Love that. No, brilliant. I love it. Love, and I will definitely run with you guys.
Oh, you've run with us so much, man. Come on.
You will see me. You
You
will
are an
see me.
honorary member,
Yeah.
man. All good.
Oh, we're gonna move on to Hyrox.
Yo, oh my
What
God.
drew you to it?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, no, I'll tell you what, I tell you who the person to blame. And
Yeah.
I coined this um hashtag. Prabina made me do it.
Oh,
Probina. Oh my God, that girl. She gets me to do that, the maddest things. A number of years before I did that, she told me about
Mm.
Hyrox. And she said to me, "Oh, we need to volunteer. I want to tell you about Hyrox. You know how she is. She's very energetic. And
Yeah.
things we got to go to Hyrox." And she and I would meet up for brunch and just,
Yeah.
chat and stuff. And she'll tell me all about her amazing swimming endeavors and whatever. And then she mentioned this thing called Hyrox. Like, Hyrox? What the hell
Mm.
is this? So we went through it and she's like, let's just volunteer. And I was like, okay.
Mm.
So we volunteered together
Mm.
and I saw it and I was like, this is nuts. I was like, I'm not doing this." And lo and behold, I was signing up.
Did Probina sign up as well?
No, so the plan was that we did it together. She and I were supposed to do this together,
Mm.
right? But life for her has turned, and she's managing
Sure.
bolts, and she's doing this
Mm.
amazing, built this community with swimmers, and she's the one who helped me with my first triathlon as
Yeah.
well.
Love that.
And I had to respect that, and I thought, you know
Mm.
what? The date I wanted to do it, she couldn't do it.
Sure.
I asked her, would you be okay if I just get on with it? Because it's the only
Mm.
time I can see that I have to do this thing in front of her.
Yeah.
And she was like, Sims, do it. So I signed up and wow,
How was it?
brutal. Yeah.
What did Hyrox teach you that running has never?
Mm. I'm stronger than what I think.
Mm.
Yeah. You've got to have, like, you got, like, you're strong in running, yeah? And
Mm.
it's all a mental game, but
Yeah.
that level of strength is different. And it's switching, it's the adaptability.
Mm.
You're moving from one thing to the next, and you're moving your body in different ways.
Yeah.
And it's adapting your body to stress because it's
Mm.
all stress. And oof,
How
wow.
was training for it? Because obviously before that you were training for runs. Obviously
Mm,
probably you did strength training as well, but then
yeah.
switching to Hyrox training. How
The
was
thing
that?
that Hyrox training taught me was it comes back to that not just training, you
Mm.
train your body under stress.
Mm.
You train your and I don't mean it in stress. There's a better word to phrase that stress.
Mm.
I don't mean stress in like you make yourself sick stress.
Mm.
You've got to, it's like fatigue. So you have
Yeah.
to know. So we did this thing where it's like intervals. So I would do a ski push and then run and then come back and
Mm.
run. And you've got to be able to move like that.
Yeah.
Where running, you're just running and you're
Mm.
on one leg after the other, and
Yeah.
there's certain your heart rate goes
Mm.
up and down and up because you're doing these functional exercises in between the running.
Yeah.
You're constantly fatigued, and I was like, damn. I was like, what? Why am I doing this? But yeah, I can do it. Like anyone can do it if they put their mind to it.
Yeah.
But it's a different level of fitness. It
Would
really
you
is.
do it again?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, hands
When?
down, girl. I was supposed to be doing it at the end of March, and
Mm.
I double booked. I'm doing
Sure.
Berlin half marathon. I'm doing the
Oh,
Super Six series,
nice. Hmm.
and so I was like, oh God, I can't do it. So I don't know. I will, but I'm not really sure when.
Talking of the Super Six series, so that's like is that halves or marathon or combination?
It's six halves.
Hmm.
So it's what is it? It is Prague half, Valencia half, Berlin half, Cardiff half, Lisbon half, and Copenhagen.
Okay.
And
How
so
many have you
I've
done so far?
done four out of the six, and my
Nice.
last two this year. Can't wait. Yeah,
What's so you doing Berlin half and what's the last one you'll be doing?
Copenhagen.
Copenhagen.
Yeah,
Wow.
in
Such a great way to kind of run and travel, isn't
oh,
it?
I love
Because
it. It's my favorite thing to do.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I love running abroad. It is so beautiful to do and expand your mind, see different
yeah.
things, see different runners and talking to other runners and learning different
Hmm.
ways of running and that's what running abroad has done for me, is like listening to the stories of other runners,
Yeah.
what got them to that start line and
Mm,
what gets
mm.
them. Oh, it's been amazing. I wish I bought this little thing that I showed you I bought today and recorded some of the stories that I've
Ah, I know.
heard. Oh my
You've
gosh.
still got time though. So
Yeah, yeah,
obviously you're
yeah.
doing Berlin half. So like from now onwards, like you would just be traveling,
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
everything with that. That's amazing. Is Westside Runners going with you, or are you?
No, for Berlin, it's just me
Yeah,
and G.
sure.
And for Copenhagen, I believe there are 8 of us going, maybe 6. I'm not 100% sure.
Nice.
But there's a group of us going. There is a group. Yeah, got to check those numbers. But there are a few of us are doing
And
Copenhagen.
when is Copenhagen half? Toward later on in the year.
September, end of September. Yeah, yeah.
Brilliant. Tell me a little bit more, because to be honest, when I think about the work that you do in terms of like the creativity
Oh
and
yeah,
carnival stuff,
yeah.
tell me a little bit more about your work on that. Because to
Mm.
me, carnival is an endurance sport, to be honest. If you do spend that weekend, even just the lead up to it and not on its own is a sport, and then those that weekend. But what is it like for you? Because you're not just out there Saturday and Sunday. It starts much earlier.
It starts much earlier. It is endurance because you're
Yeah.
starting from, so say Carnival's August, and you'll probably take September and October to recover, and
Hmm.
then it starts all over again.
Wow.
And the reason behind that is because you are planning a whole infrastructure of people.
Mm.
So to be part of a band or a band
Yeah.
leader, you're responsible for the truck, you're responsible for the sound system, the DJs on that truck, you're responsible for the security and the stewards, and that's just the infrastructure. And
Yeah.
you're responsible if you are wearing multiple hats, like I have done in the past.
Mm.
I'm the band leader and I'm the designer.
Yeah.
So then I'm responsible for designing the costumes
Mm.
and then making the prototypes of those costumes and then marketing to the costumes and then producing them. And so that process can take from November up till July.
Wow. And
Yeah.
this is obviously not even your day
No,
job.
no way. You can't live off that.
Yeah.
That is an insane passion project. That's what I call
Yeah.
it. Because it is insanity. It's
Mm.
insanity in so many levels, but it's cultural. It's significant to me as part of my
Yeah.
identity in some way. And I love to hate it and I hate to love it.
Because obviously you say you're carrying a legacy,
Mhm.
and
Of
do you feel like you are obviously you enjoy it, otherwise you wouldn't
course, yeah,
even be doing it.
of
So
course.
this is something that you're going to be doing for a very, very long time.
Well, I've actually stepped away. Um, I didn't bring the band out last year.
Mm.
And I'm not going to this year because I'm teaching my niece to do it and handing the baton over.
Mm. How old is your niece?
She's 22 tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. So dad's birthday today, my brother.
Oh.
And it's her birthday tomorrow. And her and her, it's like 4 friends have just said,
Mhm.
like, right, Auntie, we want to do it. And I'm
That's
like,
brilliant.
great,
Yes.
winning. I'm like, yeah, I can now go and chill. So yeah, I'm training them and I love their passion and I
Yeah.
love their ideas and yeah, they're a great group of girls. They've got their heads are on their shoulders tight and they've got vision
Yeah.
and yeah, I'm proud of them. I'm really proud of them. Yeah. So we will work on that for next year.
Hmm.
I'm a free agent this year. I'm gonna find a band, jump up and have a good time.
Nice. Just
Yeah.
actually enjoy not having
Enjoy it.
to,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I did that
organize
last year
anything.
and
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it this year. Yeah. You need a break.
No, you do. I mean, talking of break, I was going to say, what does rest look like for you? Because obviously, if you're not running or coaching or traveling or doing your day job or doing like the creative stuff, what does rest look like? Or what would you like rest to look like for you?
Great question about what I'd like it to look like. Because the truth of the matter is I have
Yeah.
not been rested. So somebody recently said that to me that I need to rest. And I
Mm.
say, well, yeah, I sit at home and I watch TV and I chill. He goes, that's not rest.
Mm.
And I was like, oh. So I'm on this journey to actually
Yeah.
understand what rest really looks like.
Mm.
Because in all honesty, I feel like I'm at home and I'm resting, but my mind is always on. And it really is difficult to switch off
Yeah.
because I'm
Oh,
responsible for so many little things. So,
mm.
well, big things too. But um, I said to G, I was like, because we balance day jobs.
Yeah.
I run you walk, Westside, carnival, family. We're back. We're constantly doing this. And I said, you know, if we are going to be leaders of well-being and health and um, promoting just looking after yourself, we
Yeah.
have to
You have to
actually
do it.
be it.
Right. You have to
And
model it.
we have to model it. And I'm like, I don't think we are.
Mm.
So we've done a deep dive into scaling back,
Mm.
less is more, and like building systems around delegation and
That's the
systems of
word. Yeah.
automation
Yeah.
and all of that kind of stuff to take that load off so we
Yeah.
can then just say, you know what? When we want to actually just go on holiday, we can,
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
everything's still running. Like we
Yeah.
don't have to think about it. So
Yeah.
rest actually takes place rather than we
Mm.
just say we're going, but we're
You're on
still,
holiday with your laptop and still
yeah,
working.
trust me. So it's coming,
Yeah.
and we recognize we're not modeling it, and not because we don't want to, but
Mm.
just because we're just still in that balancing phase, and
Yeah.
when you're building something, you kind of have to do that. But it's wearing us out a bit and we're tired
Yeah.
and we need to rest. So we've recently um we've recently sort of acquired some people to help us, and
That's good.
we've got some exciting things coming up,
That's nice.
which will be revealed soon. And I think that model is what's going to take away the stress from us
Good.
to some degree. Yeah.
Good. Because
Yeah.
then you can enjoy it even more.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
And
definitely.
I said to him, well, I didn't say it to him, but we all
Yeah.
both agreed. I said something to him that made us both come to this conclusion that just like my dad, he's not here, but his legacy's still living on.
Mm.
I want us to, even
Mm.
if when, and I don't mean not in the physical living being, but even if we
Yeah.
decided to walk away, that entity is still going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's what we're aiming for. Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
Mhm.
What would a what would a 10-year-old Simone say to Simone today?
Oh my God, what would a 10-year-old Sim say to him? Oh, baby
And
Sim.
vice versa.
Oh my gosh. I think 10-year-old Sim would just say, wow, wow, that's what you're doing is great. Wow, like never dreamt of that. And wow, and you're making a difference maybe.
Mm.
And what I would say to my 10-year-old self is don't take everything personally.
Mm.
Go with the flow. Be your authentic self
Yeah,
and don't look for validation. Trust yourself. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
So important. And I think it's so important to tell that to girls. Not that it's not important for boys as well,
Yeah. Yeah.
but for girls
Yeah. We have to
from an
trust us.
early age.
Yeah. We have to learn to trust ourselves,
Mhm.
our emotions, validate ourselves, not look for it
Yeah,
outside. And yeah, those are the
I love
things I
that.
would say. Yeah. Yeah.
Brilliant. Hey, you
Yeah.
know what? I've just remembered something that I've just seen that you and Jared have started doing, this CEO diaries. What made you start doing that, and what are you hoping to achieve from doing that, actually?
Oh,
I'm
there's
loving it, watching it and reading it.
think behind it. I'm just picked up. I just, you know what? I actually no. I'll tell the truth. I I think because I'm stepping away from carnival, I need a creative outlet.
Sure.
I'm a creative.
Mm. Of course.
If you see our house, we have tech everywhere. We've
Wow.
got a drone I got him for Christmas. We've got a gimbal. We've got a 360,
Wow.
and I just bought this thing, right?
Mm.
And I said, why have we got all this stuff and we're not using it?
Mm.
So I was like, yeah, we're going to use it. We're going to figure it out as we go. It is not planned. There's no content calendar. There's there's no, I just thought, you know what? Why don't we document our story? We've got a
Yeah.
story to tell. Let's just document it and see where it goes. And that's it. That
Oh,
is
brilliant. I
really,
love that. And you know, it's really important because I write, and even like, was it yesterday?
I
Yesterday, I
love
was
your blog.
reading one of my Substack,
Yeah,
and it's just like, because I mean, I started blogging just to share what I do, but
yeah.
also for me, like months and years later, I'll just go back into and read something I wrote like 5 years ago. So it's quite nice because then you can also do the same kind of watch it back and just be like, oh my gosh, I remember then.
No, I love your
Um,
blog posts. I remember when you
oh,
said you
thank
were
you.
writing. I'm like, yeah, waiting for the next ones. They're brilliant, really good, and good insight into what you're doing, especially in spaces I don't get to go to. And it's nice to read your experiences. Yeah,
Would you do an ultra? Now we're talking
absolutely,
about spaces, yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
Which one?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
In the UK? Could be, yeah, could be in Britain, could be anywhere actually.
Could be anywhere. Do you know what? I don't know where I would. I haven't. I haven't thought about that, to be
Mm,
honest. But yes, I would definitely do ultra. Where I don't know.
mm.
Mm.
What weather? What season?
I don't have a preference. I mean, I like warm weather. I do. I love warm weather.
March, April.
I think April would be a better
Mm.
time. But I say that and I hate training in winter. So maybe
Oh,
I hate training in winter. It's why I'm not doing London.
why? Why? What is it
Um,
about the winter? Is it the dark mornings, the weather? What is it?
so recently
Yeah,
it's menopause. And menopause, the menopausal symptoms I go through interrupt my sleep.
sure.
And so I find that a struggle if I'm not sleeping to get up and go running.
Yeah.
But I tend to sleep better in the summertime. It's really weird. In the last couple of
Mm,
years, I've noticed
yeah.
that I'm getting more sleep then. So
Mm,
maybe that's when I need to do my training and
mm.
do something later in the year. But you see,
Okay.
from November, December, January, February, my body's like, nope.
But then if you train during kind of like the spring and summer, you're gonna have to race in the winter.
Yeah, yeah. In
Yeah.
the winter, see. I don't mind running. I mean, I just did winter
Yeah.
run. I don't know if you heard about what happened at winter run. Girl, if I can get through,
Heard.
if I
Everybody
can
was,
do that, I can do anything.
nah.
It was
Mm-mm.
the wettest run of my life.
Nah.
I
That
got
didn't
home
look fun. No,
and I
sorry.
wrung my clothes out,
You
and
must
I
have been
still did. It
freezing as well.
was freezing. One of our girls was close to hypothermia. She was so cold. Yeah, she had to go to the tent and get a blanket and sit. Listen, it was that bad.
It was a winter run though, isn't it? So
But I tell you why it was so bad. It wasn't running on the
in the rain.
10K. It wasn't that. And no no dig at Winter Run organization. The
Mm.
organization of Backdrop was the worst.
Uh,
They had us waiting for 30 to 40 minutes in the rain to get our bags. Yeah.
and that time you've cooled down your body. Yeah, no, that's not good.
Cool. It wasn't cool. So
Oh no,
if I could do that, I can run in any weather. It's just that training
the
period.
training period.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't mind running in the rain. I have no problems running in the rain.
Mm.
It is, I just can't stop and stand still for 40 minutes.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
But
yeah.
I
No, that's
don't
not
have a
good.
problem running in mud. I don't have a
Mm.
problem. I run in, I've done practically everything now.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But when you decide which ultra you want to do, let me know.
I will. I will. I will. I will.
I'm
Yeah.
join you.
Oh,
Pick a
that would be
nice one.
cool. I will. It won't be that capital to country to capital.
You sure?
Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
I mean, I'm done with that now anyway. 3 times a lady, I'm over it.
Girl, yes, I saw you at the finish line, honey bun.
Yeah,
We won't be doing
so,
that.
yeah. I mean, like with that, obviously you have to train in
Of
all
course.
sorts. And
Yeah.
then it was just too cold. It was like two minus one or something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
So
remember the first time. We went to greet Alice, wasn't it? Alice did.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, when they had the different finish line. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, boy, I don't know, boy. Mm-mm.
It's not bad. The first 23 miles is all right.
Yeah.
It's the other 20 on the canal that
Yeah.
after a while you just kind of you're over it.
I said you kind of go like this because it's just the canal for so long.
Yeah, it's
And
just,
yeah,
and
yeah,
because it's dark, so obviously you got the water there,
yeah,
the path you're running on,
yeah.
the bushes, and then you
Oh,
got like, yeah, just random people in the
yeah.
dark on the canal. And
Oof.
then your eyes just start like, because it's
Yeah.
dark and
Yeah.
you've just got the headlights. So I'm just like, obviously I'm not a great swimmer. So I'll just tuck myself in the bushes. I'm like, because you know when you're running and you're kind of like weaving, like I'm like, stay away from that water. Just like I'd rather fall in the bush.
That would be me. I'll be totally on the right side and that I'm not
Yeah,
moving. I'm not budging. You could go round me.
exactly. I'll stand still. I'll let
Yeah.
you do what you're
Seriously,
doing.
I'd
Yeah.
stop. Yeah. Oh, no, well done. Yeah. Hats
Oh
off,
no,
sis,
thank
because
you.
that is a tough one. I know. And I've not done it, but I know
Yeah,
it.
it's yeah. No, you can definitely. But yeah, when you decide which ultra you're doing,
We'll do it together.
yeah,
That would
no,
be
definitely.
awesome. That would be awesome.
Is there anything we haven't talked about that you would like to share? And what advice would you kind of give to kind of new people, new runners coming
Hmm.
into this running space?
I think my advice to runners
Yeah,
would be don't compare yourself. I hear a lot when people say, I can't run. And first of all, stop telling yourself what you can and can't do.
yeah,
Because I did it. We all did it, I suppose, in some phase, but you can do
yeah,
anything. But I think a lot of the runners tend to compare themselves to what they see on the gram and on YouTube or whatever. But they have to know that you have to start somewhere
right.
and you just got to start. And you'll be surprised with a bit of consistency where
Hmm.
you'll end up. So don't comparison is the thief of joy. Don't do it. Um, and I would tell them you don't need to be a certain size. I'm not a skinny girl. I'm a curvy girl. And, I can run fast, I can run slow.
Mm,
And it's not about pace, it's not about size, it's about showing up.
right.
And I would say just do it, just show up. And thirdly, I would say I had this question asked about safety.
Mm,
And this isn't actually for the runners, this is for the people who see runners.
mm.
Leave us alone.
Thank you.
Leave us alone. We are not doing anyone any harm.
Right.
You have no idea what's going through the minds of someone who's running on the street. They
Hmm.
could be doing it to stop themselves from doing harm to themselves.
Yeah.
They could be they could have so many things going on in life. Running really helps us with our mental health.
Right.
Leave us runners alone. Yeah, that's what I would say.
Brilliant.
And um, thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, no, no, you're welcome. Last question. Where can people find you and
Okay.
Westside Runners
So Westside
on
Runners
socials?
on social.
Yeah.
So we haven't got a website. We're
Mhm,
kind of working on that, but it will be Westside Runners UK.run
mhm,
eventually. We've got the domain, so it's coming. Westside Runners UK on Instagram.
mhm.
And my personal one is Symone Williams, and that's Simone with a Y, Williams official on IG. I Run You Walk Collective, irunyouwalkcollective.com. I am Jack I am Williams
Yeah.
on IG. Shout out
I'll
to
leave that
you.
asking what that means for another story. Yeah.
Oh. In fact, I'll give you Jack I and then you'll know what it is.
Yeah.
And you'll be like, okay. Don't mess with that
Oh,
stuff. Yeah, follow us, find us, come join us, run with us, come walk with us. Yeah, come learn about the community.
oh,
Mm.
brilliant. Thank you so much. I'll put it also in the description
Yes, please.
for this as well so people can find you. But thank you so much, Simone, for
Thank
joining
you,
me today.
Trina.
Enjoy your day and I'll
I
speak to you
will.
soon.
Yeah, you
All
too.
right. Take
Lessons.
care. Bye.
Bye.